Do we have to break into the song, Anthony?
We do.
Is this really William Shatner? Hello? Bill? Hold on. Is this really William Shatner?
Don't break into the song.
We'll just play it
back.
No, we'll just play it again. I
We'll
don't
play
care.
it again after we speak to.
That's crazy. You got to play that whole thing. People have to know how good that record is.
We love it,
Mr. Shatner. I was telling everyone how great that song was.
That's
We
bad.
really were. The Mr. Tambourine and the Lucy in the Sky. Not really sure what to think of that. I know you recorded it a long time ago, but this Common People thing is it's a cool song.
Well, that's good. The Tambourine Man stuff was part of another record called Transformed Man,
yes,
which they're re-releasing. But it was all part of the Transformed Man was something that had to be listened to in its entirety. If you lift a song like Tambourine Man out of it, people have got to wonder what in heaven's name is he doing.
And I think for the time it came out, didn't it take a little a little pot or something to really get the full gist of it?
Well, that or a single malt.
Yeah.
But yes and no. I have mixed feelings about the Transform Man. I haven't heard it in some time, so I don't know how good or bad it is. But
it's pretty bad, Bill.
It's pretty bad?
Yeah, I think it's just become quite humorous. Like, people play it, and they're not, like, really trying to get into it. I think it's really kind of a laugh.
I disagree. I like it.
That's...
Wait a minute. Let me argue that point.
Sure.
Let me argue that point.
No problem.
What have you heard the whole record?
No, I never heard the whole record.
See, that's what I mean. You're speaking from ignorance.
Yep.
I usually do.
Yeah, and it's a strident voice having no knowledge.
You know what this is? It's like I am a race that is so below you that I am like a mere bug in intelligence. And maybe in years and years to come, I will be intelligent enough to be able to communicate with you.
Not if you don't do your research when you have all these millions of people that are listening to you and hanging on your every word.
I understand.
Wait a
Bill.
minute, I got to tell you, it's one of my favorite CDs. I play it a lot. Anthony just doesn't get it.
Mr. Shatner, this is Jim Norton, and I'm a big fan, and I happen to enjoy it too. And Anthony just refuses to listen to the whole thing, and I'm like, dude, you're not going to get it.
Tell me, just between us.
Yeah.
What's the matter with Anthony?
I don't know. I found it funny, but I guess I got to listen to the whole thing.
I told you that.
Yeah, we were trying to tell him for like 20 minutes, Mr. Shatner.
Better than that.
Bill, if I will.
Listen to one cut, but one whole cut, because it's a 6-minute cut rather than a 3-minute cut.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a 6-minute?
Well, it starts with literature and music underneath the literature and segues into a song.
Yep.
And my whole idea was trying to relate the literature of the past with the literature of the present and using music as a bridge. Oh. Now, whether that works or not is something else, but not to play the whole thing is to do me a disservice.
And it's ignorant of him to, like, judge it only on that.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Judge it by having some knowledge.
I understand now completely.
Told you.
And I will listen to the entire cut.
And as we move forward, William, Bill, if I will.
Moving forward, all right, let's move forward.
What's the whole Has-Been album about? I've only heard Common People so far.
The Has-Been album, first of all, it would be a great gift in this late Christmas rush to somebody who wanted to hear music about love and laughter and life and a piece of my heart.
Yes.
And there is a musical genius called Ben Folds, who does some extraordinary work there. And the notices on the album of Has-Been have been unlike anything I've ever been associated with.
Did Ben Sparks do?
Ben Folds.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben Folds. Why the name Has-Been? Why is that title?
Well, I wrote the song Has-Been because I saw it attached. I saw the words attached to my name on my way to Nashville to record the album. So,
how is that attached to your name?
They called me Has-Been.
Who would do that? You're still a pretty popular guy.
No, you take the word pretty out. I'm no longer pretty.
You're a popular guy.
You're Americana. You're a very popular guy.
Well, I maybe.
You don't think you're still attractive to the females out there? I'm sure you got girls all over you all the time.
Yes, but they're over 65, and I don't think that counts.
Remember that poster of you with the when you were covered in tribbles? Chicks still like cream over that one.
I know, but we're talking about the past.
Yeah, I know.
The future we had to, it happened.
Doesn't time just suck?
Anthony,
yes, Bill.
You've got to understand, you're going to get old too.
No, believe me, I know.
No, we're not making fun of that.
I understand.
We think time is a major drag.
I just think that you're downplaying yourself because I'm sure a lot of girls are still very interested in Bill Shatner.
Maybe, but if that's the judge of popularity, I suppose it is. The point being, I wrote a song called Has Been, and I thought it would be interesting, maybe amusing, to name the album that.
I think it works.
Yeah, I mean, you have to ask me why Has Been, and that's good marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to ask because I didn't like the idea of you painting yourself in that light because you're not a has-been.
Well, if I weren't, then I'm not.
Right.
And if I am, then you wouldn't ask.
Now, how about your return to television, Bill?
On Sunday nights at
Boston Legal. You're
on ABC at 7 at 10 o'clock.
I see a Shatner resurgence.
Maybe.
Maybe. Now, this is your first full-time TV gig since when? What was the last one you did?
Probably Rescue 911.
Ooh,
we like the Rescue 911.
And T.J. Hooker.
And T.J. Hooker.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Did you watch the show last night? I don't think so.
No, we have to go to bed real early.
I know, we do stupid morning radio, so it's a pain in the ass to watch stuff. I got to TiVo it though. But
did you?
No, I did not watch last night's show.
So
Bill, he doesn't watch Boston Legal.
In actual fact, you guys have never seen Boston Legal.
Yeah, but Ant's just faking it for the interview. He's never seen Boston Legal in his life, and I don't really appreciate him trying to kiss your ass by making believe that he listens to Boston.
I gotta say
Boston
something
Legal.
here. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. I think I'm getting off on the wrong foot with Bill Shatner here because he's one of my I love this guy, and now these people are painting me as if I'm not quite the Bill Shatner fan.
As though you're an ignoramus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you don't like his music. You don't watch him on TV.
I watch him all the time,
and say I'm pretty popular.
I watch.
Yeah, you were the one who said he's pretty popular, not popular.
But the girls love him.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying.
You did throw in that he was fairly and slightly popular.
No, I say he's huge.
And I'm having a resurgence from where?
Yeah. Well, no,
he never went away.
Where are you saying he went?
I meant on television.
I'm beginning to wonder whether this whole thing really isn't an insult.
No,
yeah, Anthony.
No, Bill, I'm a
This
huge
is how you treat
fan.
your heroes?
I bought every single Star Trek on DVD when it was put out in that goddamn set that you had to buy 2 episodes per disc.
Really?
It was a pain in the ass, but I bought every one because I'm a huge Bill Shatner fan. I bought all the movies.
You've been very disrespectful. Why don't you just tell him you loved him when he hosted In Search Of? You've been extremely rude since he called in.
No, that was Leonard Nimoy.
I know. That's what that's the way you're treating him.
You see Leonard around a lot?
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. He's a great guy, too. I see you in those Priceline commercials. It's hysterical.
How do you know he's a great guy?
Yeah, exactly, you phony.
You know why? Because it looks like you two really have a good relationship on those Priceline commercials. And I'm just taking what I see from that.
Have you guys got a good relationship, or are you somewhat antagonistic?
We have a good relationship.
Well,
do you see each other outside?
No, we used to, but you know how it is. I mean, do you really show up at his house nowadays?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do you go to Leonard's house?
Do you go to Leonard's house for cocktails or a birthday party? You don't, right?
Cocktails. Actually, we do. He does.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful he's coming to my house for Monday Night Football.
And you talk about how bad the episode of Spock's Brain was.
No, we only tell each other how good we are.
Because that episode wasn't too good.
Spock's Brain.
Yeah, Spock's Brain. Whenever that one comes on, I'm like, oh, not Spock's Brain.
You see, it's that kind of detail I don't have at my fingertips. Therefore, I don't talk about it. You know what I mean, Anthony?
I hear you, Bill. I know. You've moved on, I know, but you got to admit a lot of people are still very into Star Trek.
I guess they are.
And I think it's something you should be very proud of.
Well, I am. I am proud of it. What's the opposite of proud? Ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
For a moment there, my brain didn't work.
Any truths to the rumors of a return to Star Trek?
Yes, there's a great deal of truth.
Really?
What exactly? Which rumor are you?
A return to Star Trek.
And who told you this rumor?
It's something I read on the internet.
Yes. Well,
are you a Star Trek
I wouldn't
geek?
believe everything you read on the internet.
No,
he's a Star Trek geek, William.
Are you going to maybe be on an episode of Enterprise?
Not this year, but maybe they'll ask me next year. They had asked me to be on, and I had suggested a price for my fee, and they suggested maybe I shouldn't be on.
Wow. Bill Shatner demanding the big bucks.
As well as he should.
Of course he should.
He's a legend.
You know what I saw the other day? I saw that Twilight Zone episode, the one not the one everyone thinks with the man on the wing, but the one where you're in that little diner and you're pulling out the little answer cards from the devil machine. And
Can you tell me why they keep playing that? Can you tell me why they do that?
Because
I don't understand it.
Because that stuff holds up, those old Star Trek episodes.
Why?
Because you're fantastic in it.
No. There's got to be there's got to be something that appeals to people, some fear or some ability or something that appeals to people.
Yeah, I think those are just great stories, all those old Twilight Zones. And your hair looks fantastic in it.
Say that again?
Who is that? Sulu? Who's?
No, the guy. I'm going to do a satellite radio network right now, and I called you guys first to say thank you for playing the Has-Been and supporting the record.
Are you trying to say you have to leave?
What town are you in?
No.
Oh, all right.
I don't.
Okay.
But somebody just came up to me. I'm going to give you a little insight as to where I am.
All right.
I'm outside a parking structure in a car on a cell phone.
Oh.
And somebody came up to me, and I thought, oh, Lord, he's going to ask me to move, and I'm talking to you, and I'm on the air. Whereas he turned out to be the guy connected with the radio satellite tour that I'm going to do.
You're not doing them all from inside the car, are you?
I'm what?
You're not doing all of the interviews from inside your car, are you?
No.
Of course not.
Only the better ones.
Now that was an insult.
No, not really.
I cannot convey to you what a big fan I am.
Have you played any other songs from Has-Been on the air?
Well, I think we should start with playing Common People.
The hit.
All right. Common People's has done a lot. There's some good love songs there.
Yeah.
There's a terrific Brad Paisley sings a wonderful Western country song.
Okay.
Why don't you try that one?
What song is it?
It's called Real.
Real.
I think it's the last song.
Oh yeah, okay. Real.
The last song on the album.
Bill, I saw you on the Comedy Central special.
How'd that go?
You were singing and dancing at the beginning, and it was fantastic.
With 7, count them 7.
7 girls, and you totally held your own. With
Are you patronizing him now?
I am not. I thought he did a fantastic job. I am probably the biggest Bill Shatner fan ever. And I'm honored to be on the phone with you.
Singing and dancing with pretty girls swirling around is where the whole showbiz thing is at. You understand that?
I totally
Everybody
understand.
aspires to dancing on the stage with 7 beautiful girls.
Yes.
I think that's the ultimate end of all show business.
I think you're right, Bill.
Singing and dancing with these long-legged, beautiful girls, all tap dancing and kicking their heels, is really where it's at.
You are absolutely right. I'm a huge fan. I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot by Bill thinking, I wasn't.
Well,
I told you.
It's not that you're off on the wrong foot. It's just that you're limping a little.
Yeah, limping a
Do
little.
you like that he calls you Bill?
It's okay. I'll answer to that.
Well, Mr. Shatner, I had told him many times that he had to listen to.
Bill is okay.
All right, all right, Bill.
Bill is okay.
He had to listen to the whole album, and he just kind of refused, and he judged it very quickly, and that just kind of bothered me that he wasn't given the original the respect that he should have.
I mean, he really should. And the Transform Man is the parent of Has-Been.
Yes.
If I hadn't made Transform Man, I wouldn't have made Has-Been.
But and no insult at all, Bill.